You're Sonic's new favorite, aren't you?
Makes the side look bad. Try not to loiter. Makes the side look bad. Careful. Illuminati and Dragon are everywhere. Loose lips sink ships and all that.
Come in. Come in. I'm very pleased you can follow directions on the back of a card. It is the basis for us getting along famously. Of course, with an establishment like this, we're practically in the yellow pages under Crusaders. Richard Sonic. So, you heeded our call to arms. You have questions, I can furnish you with answers. Some answers. To begin with, you haven't strayed into some atrocious Dan Brown airport paperback. We are not the Knights Templar. That particular appellation went out in the 1300s along with page boy haircuts and burnings at the stake. No, we run a 21st century, well, let's say a forward-facing organization, but one with its strength in ancient bonds of tradition, in loyalty, in blood, and, to be perfectly frank, in a sizable private army. Our firm guidance is needed to save the world from itself. We have kept the matters of squabbling secret societies and loathsome dimensions discreet until the shadows began to peel back across the globe, until these darkest of days came upon us. Now the evidence is on television, for pity's sake. We are at war. Might will make right, and it will fall upon us to judge the correct application of might. It falls upon you as a soldier of the Templars. Show me that you have the will, and we can teach you the way. Your remarkable powers can be honed and controlled, at least to less disastrous effect on property values. There is a private training area which we have reinforced for just that purpose. Come back and see me after. You should know that I am internally busy, but for my sins, I prefer a more civilized mode of correspondence than rsonic@thetemplars.org. So while my time is limited, my door will always be cautiously ajar. You're quite safe here in London. The old girl is a marvel of arcane geometry, thoroughly warded for your protection and by degrees for ours. Londoners are of special mindset, oblivious to practically any outrage beyond raised congestion charges. You'll find the locals outside of Temple Court to be a motley crew, but they are harmless, mostly harmless. They are under our protection and know better than to mess on our red carpet. I shall risk the assumption that you're not a skeptic. It will make explication easier on both of us. Someone I trusted dearly once told me, there are no monsters, only us. Advice to live by. But from here on in, you'll find things have a slight tendency towards complicated. Our world is a strange, dark place, and its strangeness is currently accelerating, to say nothing of the darkness. I am courting accusations of bias here, but you have made the right choice by coming to us. The proper choice. The other societies are barely capable of governing themselves, let alone the world. I'll take your question, but you should appreciate this is a difficult topic within the establishment. The bad blood between our two societies is positively virulent. To be blunt, little concrete information exists on the Dragon. They thrive on their own mystique, They are variously believed to be a fringe society of inscrutable Zen mystics or a cell of dangerous anarchic extremists. It seems increasingly possible for them to be one and the same. Since we withdrew from the Kowloon in '97, the Dragon have gone unchallenged in the Far East, but their brand of quiet terrorism is spreading outwards, I suppose almost virally. When we attempted to trace their movements, find some insight or pattern, it produced only circles. I would prefer not to dignify the thieves and murderers of the Phoenician Navy with an introduction. Sadly, as chivalry endures, so too does piracy. There are mercenary sans frontiers, sans loyalties, even to the highest bidder. Wherever there is a claim to jump, you can rely on their tasteless gold-ringed fingers to be stained with either dirty money or blood. The regulating body of the secret world convenes in ancient Venice. You might think this would make diplomatic duty an easy sell. I assure you from experience, the charm quickly fades. May I help you?
Christ almighty, we've got our work cut out for us. The Crucible is my house, and in my house, my word is law. Forget your mother's teat. From now on, this is your home. This is where you learn to stay alive. You've come here an empty slate. You have potential, that's why you were recruited, but that potential needs strict guidance. You're a loaded weapon. And if you don't learn to control yourself and channel your powers, you'll end up hurting yourself or others. You have the ability to manifest anima, your life force in the physical world, to enhance your strength, your physical attributes, to do magic. Martial magic, none of that fairy stuff. Whatever trinket you hold in your hand is merely a way to direct your powers. We don't do magic wands here. Through your weapon, you channel and wield your magic. And never mind why this power has been awakened in you. You're not the only one, and you're not the chosen one. You're part of an army. Our army. And from now on, you'll do what you're told. It's the way of the Templars. Consider this your playground. It's not like being out in the front lines, but is close enough. We have a choice of weapons for you to practice with. Try as many as you wish. You want to make sure you're comfortable with your weapon. It'll be the only thing between you and a trip to the graveyard. Those things are called Rakshasa, the basic hellhounds. We keep them chained. They used to make such a mess of the new recruits. Use them for target practice. Don't worry, they don't feel a thing, and they're unworthy of mercy. Spend your time in the Crucible well. There's no point rushing things. Out there, the demons aren't chained up, and you don't have me around to save your sorry ass. Go on, get started. I'll offer some guidance along the way. Elementalism allows you to manipulate the fabric of the universe in volatile and unpredictable ways. Fire and electricity will burn and shock your enemies. Ice can freeze and slow the movement. And magnetism can purge the beneficial effects. Blood magic is occult magic, as old as it comes. It's the ancient art of granting protection and afflicting others with disease, taking and giving life. Poison your enemy's blood for strong damage over time and impair their movement, and strengthen your allies through blood barriers that absorb incoming damage. Is the magic of up-close trickery and defense. Summoning magical weapons and drawing your enemies towards you, you'll always find yourself in the middle of the action. Are for those who like to be in the middle of the brawl. With a hammer, you can block incoming attacks, pound your enemies into dust, and move the very earth you stand on, literally. But you'll need to toughen up. In the heat of the fray, you'll get beat on. The assault rifle is a tricky weapon. You combine long-range, high-powered shots with semi-automatic bursts, grenades, and health-leeching attacks. Pistols are light and easy to use, allowing you to move and perform tricks in combat. Damage, speed, and plenty of utility are available to the skilled pistolier. The shotgun, a great weapon for dealing with multiple enemies and controlling crowds. If you wield it with skill and precision, you'll be able to use cone attacks to take down multiple enemies. Just be aware that many shotgun abilities have a relatively short range. Graceful, balanced, quick. Attributes of all good swordsmen. With swift and precise cuts, you'll slice and bleed a demon or vampire in no time. Use your enemy's attacks against them and punish their recklessness, and exploit your inner strength to heal and regenerate while you dance circles around your opponent. The fist weapons let you channel your inner beast. Like a wild animal and predator, you use your speed and precision to find your opponent's weakness, and you'll strike for the throat with vicious attacks and ferocious combinations. In touch with anima, with nature, you can use Gaia's strength to heal yourself and your allies. From now on, this is the most important room in the world for you. It's a place where you can try out all your newfound power without risk of hurting yourself. With the help of a few props, we've done our best to make the environment as realistic as possible. The demons are tied up, but they bleed the same. Blood magic is occult magic, as old as it comes. It's the ancient art of granting protection and afflicting others with disease, taking and giving life. Poison your enemy's blood for strong damage over time and impair their movement and strengthen your allies through blood barriers that absorb. Elementalism allows you to manipulate the fabric of the universe in volatile. Blood magic is occult magic, as old as it comes. It's the ancient art of granting protection. The magic of chaos is the magic of up close. Elementalism allows you to manipulate the fabric of the universe in volatile and here, you'll need this. It's how you get your instructions and submit your reports. Don't go off the grid. You'll find that nobody here likes the loose cannon. Go on now.
Welcome to the Council of Venice Digital Archives, and your online guide to surviving the secret world. Character skills. This is the character skill interface. You can train your weapon and talisman skills using skill points. You receive a new skill point when your experience bar fills up. Every weapon has 2 different skill paths. These will vary based on weapon type, although damage is always one of the 2 paths available. Distribute your skill points in order to focus on a specific playstyle. The higher your weapon skill, the higher quality weapons you can equip. You will also need to put skill points into your talisman skills in order to equip higher quality talismans. Whenever you see the skill point icon, Make sure to open the character skill interface in order to distribute your new points. For more information on character skills, please access the Council of Venice archives.
From now on, this is the most important room in the world for you. It's a place where you can try out all your newfound power without risk of hurting yourself. With the help of a few props, we've done our best to make the environment. From now on, this is the most important room in the world for you. It's a place where you can try out all your newfound power without risk of hurting yourself. With the help of a few props, we've done our best to make the environment as realistic as possible. The demons are tied up, but they believe the same.
As you were.
May I help you? The time has come to discuss your upcoming excursion to the colonies. I'm afraid it's business, not pleasure. Recently, a small island community on the New England coast dropped off the map. You can disregard the tiresome government cover-ups. There are dark forces at play. Solomon Island is a rock with infamy. In the past, it was trafficked by the Illuminati before they joined the rush to New York. You should be aware that we have history with the Illuminati, acrimonious history. Of course, under the flag of truce, we have spat and made up, and now we are the closest of enemies, all smiles above the table and drawn knives beneath it. Illuminati are reckless and cannot be relied upon to clean up their own messes. We must find the root of whatever doom has come to Solomon Island. But let me stress that this is not a rescue operation. Should there be survivors, you cannot announce that you've been chosen to deliver anyone from evil. Joan of Arc did, and look where that got her. Our goal is the salvation of all mankind, not on a case-by-case basis. I understand that may stick in your throat, but, well, halos are fading all over town now that there is so much more at stake. Leave as soon as you can. Your travel arrangements have already been made at the Eldwick Underground. I'll be in touch. No point in lingering.
Hi there.
Aren't you a little...
A long beard and digital eye. Now well.
yes? Now, this is the Hollow Earth, Agartha. I do hope you're not here for the local service. It's running somewhat tardy. And by my watch, it's 100 years overdue at 1:15. Judging from the cut of you, you're more of a world traveller. Well, you've come to the right place. Now, this underground realm, like the Great British Rail System, is the very model of efficiency. Agartha's thoroughfares sprout from the Tree of Life and connect back to the surface. Distance and time bend in here. Why, you can cross the globe in a brisk walk. Now, of course, it's perfectly safe. No one's entirely sure how it works. Quite bedeviled, the science boffins, but I'm assured they have their top men on it. Top men. Now, you'll need one of these. Mind your fingers. Thank you. Fascinating devices. Fortunately, there's still enough to hand out like sweets. Consider it your anchor to the Hollow Earth. It can return you here in a flash, proverbially and quite literally. Well then, onwards to the New England coast, what?